Hi guys, today's video is going to be my nail polish out the door for the month of November and December because I didn't do a video for the month of November, so I thought I would lump both of the months into one. So this may make for a bit of a lengthy video. And then I don't remember exactly what order I wore these in, so and then some of them I am gonna have to swatch after this video because I lost some of the pictures because I switched phones. And the lighting, sorry if the lighting is not all that great. I'm doing it on one of the gloomiest days that we've had, which is, you know, not so awesome. So I'm going to get started with China Glaze Don't Let the Dead Bite. This nail polish I actually heard from Nicole. She has a YouTube channel. And her channel is actually strictly for nail polishes. So if you're a nail polish lover, I will link her channel down below. You guys should check her out because she's really great. But this one has this pink kind of fleshy tone base, which is really beautiful. It really complemented my skin really well. But then it has all of these different sized red metallic glitters running through it, which looks really cool on the nails. It ends up looking like bites of flesh on your nails, which is kind of gory, but I actually liked it. I really liked how it looked on the nails. It was really, really pretty. I'm kind of bummed that I lost the picture because I wore it on longer nails and it looked really, really great. So highly recommend it. This one was a 2 to 3, I think it was 3 coater to get it fully opaque. And then I wore, I know I wore this one after that one. I wore this pair right here. This one right here is Essie's Miss Fancy Pants. Let's see if it's picking it up. This one's Essie's Miss Fancy Pants. This one's a 2 coater and it's a cream finish polish. I wore this one on all of the nails and then on my middle finger and ring finger I wore Essie's Monet, and this one has a clear pinkish base and then a ton of chunky glitters. You can see them right there, and it looked really, really pretty. It looked very feminine, very girly, and it was a nice change considering I was wearing a ton of dark polishes. Hello! A ton of dark polishes, but I really like this pair. I thought it made for a really cute manicure. And then I have Deborah Lippman's Weird Science. This one I'm kind of torn about because this one I hauled at the beginning of this year actually, and I held off from wearing it because I knew I wanted to wear it sometime in October or November. And I love how funky this green is. I don't mind the color, but I think because the combination of it being kind of like limey yellowish golden green, which is a color that I love, but combined with it being a shimmer polish, I wasn't 100% sure how I felt about it. And I wore it actually in a video. I have, like, you know when you feel chunks of the lipstick on your, I don't know what's going on. I wore it in one of my videos and I gotta tell you, I like how it looked so much better when I was editing the video. I liked how it looked on camera, but I wasn't 100% sure of how I felt about it in person. I think it looked way better on camera. It looked loud, it stood out against my skin tone, and I love that. And I actually didn't mind that it looked like a shimmer polish, but in person I was just, every time I looked at it, I just wasn't 100% sure. And I wore it for a long time to see if I could convince myself, and I was still not convinced. So I think this is a nail polish that I want to try out again. Just to make up my mind about it, just because I love the colors, I'm just not sure about it. And then I wore Nicole by OPI. This one is called Emerald Empowered. I'm not really sure why it's called Emerald. I don't really see emerald in this at all. It looks more like a mix between turquoise and teal. It has a flash of blue, which I don't think is coming off on camera. But it has this really pretty flash of blue and then a little bit of a purple shift as well. It looks really, really neat on the nails and I really liked it. This one only took 2 coats, which I was really pleased about. And I wore OPI's Here Again Aragon Tomorrow, which is a blackened green. This one was a cream finish and it took 3 coats. I'm not going to do a close-up because you guys can see the color right there. The neat thing about this nail polish for me is that although it's very dark, it still looked like a green polish, like a blackened green polish. in person on the nails. I don't know what I was saying, going with that. But anyways, it was really neat and I really enjoyed it. OPI's My Private Jet. I love this nail polish so much. It's really, really pretty. It has this kind of charcoaly, brownish, copperish. You see the flash of copper right there, which is really beautiful. But then it has all of these little shimmers running through it, and then some of them look like they're hollows as well, but they're so minute. And although they're very, very small, they are definitely noticeable on the nails. So I always enjoy this nail polish, and this one is a 2-coater. I also wore Hard Candy's. This one is called Crush on Lava. I actually hauled this a few months ago because I was looking for a dupe for another polish, but I can't remember the polish now. I don't know what polish I was looking for, but anyways, I ended up finding this one at Walmart, and this one is really neat. I really enjoyed this nail polish. It looks like fire on your nails, which is really cool. It has, this is shimmer polish, but it has this like kind of pinkish, orangey, coppery. You see all of those different colors right there. You can definitely see them on the nails, and I really enjoyed it. And it wasn't very difficult to remove at all. The shimmers didn't really linger around the nails too much. For Thanksgiving, I actually ended up wearing China Glaze Harvest Moon. This is a copper shimmer polish, and it's beautiful. I'm really picky with my copper polishes, but I really enjoy this one. This one's gorgeous, and it takes 2 to 3 coats to get it fully opaque on the nails. Let's see if we can get it to yellow, to focus. And it's very complimentary on my skin tone. And I also wore this one on the toes as well. Moving on to the month of December. I started off, where did I start off the month? I think I started off the month with these two right here. These two right here, this one right here is Essie's for the twill of it. And the color is very similar, and I ended up wearing them at the same time because I really wanted to compare not only the color if they were very similar, but two, if the formula, you know, I wanted to compare the formula to this one. This one right here was a gift. This one I've owned for a while. This one right here is called Konstillation from Sinful Colors. Is that what it's called? Yeah, and it's part of their Trend Matter satin finish. So the difference between the two for me was the formula. I feel like this one right here is a little bit thicker. Not that it's a thick formula, but it's a lot thicker than this one. This one has a bit of a thin formula, and it takes about 3 coats to get it fully, this one takes 3 coats to get it fully opaque. This is what happens when I take a really long break from YouTube. You know, can't find my words. And then this one right here from Essie takes 2 coats. Both of them have good formulas though. Neither one takes an eternity to dry at all. Neither one drags or pulls or anything like that, so I can work with both. The difference that I found between the two is the finish. This one has a satin finish, this one dries glossy. And then this one right here, let me do a close-up for you guys, because quite frankly, when I put them on, I couldn't tell the difference between the two when they were on my nails. But Sinful Colors, this one right here, has the tiniest little specks of shimmer that are noticeable, very slightly noticeable, not too much to be honest with you. But once I had them on my nails, I couldn't tell them apart. If I was looking from this distance, I can't tell them apart. The color ends up looking the same on the nails. So it has this kind of multi-colored or multi-chrome. You see a little bit of green, a little bit of purple, a little bit of pink. And that's exactly what you see for both of them on the nails. There's really no difference. So if you're wanting to pick this one up, I would say just pick this one up instead, because it's like a couple of bucks, I believe. Another thing that I noticed, actually I just remembered, I did notice that this one chipped a little bit earlier than this one, maybe by 1 day, but not really too much. But then keep in mind, I don't wear my polishes for more than 3 days usually. This month though, I think I wore some of my polishes a little bit longer. So these I wore about maybe 4 or 5 days or so. And this one didn't start chipping until the 3rd day. Moving on to the month of December, I started off the month with these two right here. This one right here is Butter London's Blogger. I did find this nail polish at TJ Maxx, and I believe I went in, I think a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and they still had it in stock. This one right here is a cream finish polish, and it took 2 coats, and it's really, really pretty. I really enjoyed this nail polish. But then on my ring finger, I also applied this one right here, which is China Glaze Star Hopping. And this one I found, again, at my wholesale nail polish supply store, and I believe this one was on clearance also for $1. I can't remember. So I put this one on my ring finger, and I gotta tell you, I was highly disappointed because it looks super sparkly in the bottle, but it didn't really translate the same way on the nail. It kind of looked a little bit on the dull side, so I was a little disappointed with that. Another thing is that this one right here is super, super thick and goopy, and I have barely, I mean, it was like the first time me opening up this bottle, so it made for a very uneven application. It looked like I had bubbles, not bubbles, but lumps of the polish on one side of my nail and then not so much on the other side. And then when I tried to even it out, it would kind of pull the nail polish, and it was just creating a mess. So I wasn't a huge fan of that. I think I'm gonna give it another try. I was thinking of maybe doing a full manicure with this one, although I'm not sure because removing the glitters was a bit of a pain. But I think it would, I mean, just the thought of it, just because it looks so pretty in the bottle, I thought it would look really neat as a full manicure. And I want to try it and then really make up my mind at that point. And then on Christmas Day, or like a holiday, I don't tend to do too much with either my makeup or my nails. I like to be pretty low maintenance, so I wanted a nail polish that I could just paint my nails and I didn't have to really fuss with it or wait for it to dry for a long time. So I went for Zoya's Pixie Dust. This one is in Godiva, and this one I actually saw on my friend Nay's nails in one of her videos. She mentioned it and she was wearing it, and I really liked the way that it looked on her. So I went ahead and picked it up for myself, and it not only was the drying time, I mean, it's just amazing. I put 2 coats of it and it dried almost instantly, which I love. I didn't have to fuss with it too much. But I gotta tell you, I felt like the nail polish pulled a little bit yellow on me, and I'm just not sure. I was hoping for it to pull a little bit more beige how it looks in the bottle, but my skin tone brought up a little bit more of the yellow in the polish, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that. So I'm gonna try it again, but I think it made for a really good Christmas manicure. I just wasn't sure about, you know, the yellow, how it pulled on me. And then the last manicure that I'm ending this year with is actually a Christmas manicure, which is kind of funny. I was planning on changing my nail polish, but I'm too lazy and I really don't want to, so anyways, I'm ending it with a Christmas manicure. And the first polish that I have on is this one by Sally Hansen, and this one is called Red Carpet, which is a red shimmer polish. And the base is not a fully cream. I would say it's kind of like a crelly between a jelly and a cream polish. So it's really, really pretty. I really enjoy this nail polish, and this one took only 2 coats. And then over top of all of my nails, I put this one from Funky Fingers, which is called Son of a Nutcracker, which is really pretty. What I like about this nail polish, it has a clear base, and then you get multi-sized, multicolored hexes. So you get some greens, whites, silver, the red. And what I like about the red is that although I have a red nail polish underneath, the red hints a little bit more on the pink side also, so they do end up showing up on the manicure. The only thing I have to say about this nail polish is that I did have to fish quite a bit for the glitters. They kind of weigh down towards the bottom of the bottle, but I mean, it just took a little bit of time. It wasn't overly difficult, but it just took a little bit of time for me to really fish for all of these glitters. But I didn't mind it because I normally don't put glitters all over my nails. It kind of looks it looks a little obnoxious, but I actually really like this manicure. So let's see if I could do a close-up for you guys. It is starting to. I do have tip work because I've been wearing it for a few days now, but also I've been doing a lot of housework. But anyways, that's everything. Well, it's a 20-minute video. That's great. That's everything for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but you know, my kids are home from school, so I really haven't had a chance to really sit down and make any videos. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.